week of Pilates plus physio. You need your mat, your yoga brick and your piece of stretchy band today, I think. So starting off, feet pointing to the front. Really feel the ground underneath your feet. Maybe give the knees a little bit of a wriggle. Lengthen up through the hips, open out through the collarbones, gently tuck in the chin. Imagine that nice bright balloon. Maybe think of a colour for your balloon, bright pink, bright blue, black, whatever you're thinking of. Taking the back of your head gently up towards the ceiling. Start off maybe rubbing your hands together nice and vigorously. Get a little bit of energy flowing around the system. Good, and then rubbing all the way down the front of your legs. And back up the front. Rubbing down the sides. Back up the sides. Rubbing down the back, all the way to your ankles if you can reach. How about rubbing your back a little bit? Coming round onto your tummy. Rubbing all the way up one arm, nice and vigorous. Up the inside, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside, back up the other arm. Lovely, back to rubbing the hands together. You rub them together all the way up towards the ceiling. Back down in the front of you again. Lovely, okay. Relax the arms, alternate heel lifts. So lifting one heel and then the other. Just nice and smooth, really feeling your feet on the floor. That's good. Okay, take your feet a little bit wider apart and just gently start swinging the arms. So one going in front, one coming behind. Just nice gentle swinging. You could start to turn your head as you swing. You could give your body a bit of a slap with your hands as you come round. If you've got vertigo or you're feeling a bit dizzy, maybe keep your head still. Just let the arms keep going. Let the head turn otherwise. See if you can feel anything going on through your feet as you're doing that. The weight just shifting from the inside to the outside of the feet. Lovely. Okay. Feet still pointing to the front. Stand nice and tall. Just twist around now as if you were going to look behind you. So go as far as you feel happy. And then nice and smooth all the way back round the other way. Go back to the first side. So if you've twisted right, think about your right foot. So you shift the pressure on the outside of your right foot. And then just gently shift the pressure to the inside of your right foot, back onto the outside. You could pop your hand on your right thigh. See if you can feel that gently moving underneath your hand. So you're just moving the pressure onto the inside of the foot, back onto the outside, onto the inside, back onto the outside. Okay, twist around to the left. So left hand on your thigh, go as far as you're comfortable. Should have got the pressure on the outside of the left foot, shift it to the inside. Back onto the outside, onto the inside, back onto the outside, onto the inside, back onto the outside. So that movement is going all the way from your foot right up deep into your hip joint. Okay, and then twist back the first way. See if you're going a little bit further. And twist around in the second direction. Lovely. Okay, come back to the front. One leg forward, one leg back. Both arms out in front. And think of just pulling a rope. You're pulling one side and then you're pulling the other side. So you're pulling and you're pulling. One arm forward, one arm coming back. Think of grabbing hold of something in front of you, drawing it in towards you. So you're getting that nice twisting through your upper body. That's good. Lovely. And then switch legs. So one leg forward, one leg back, one arm in front, one behind. Pull back in towards you. Pull back. Nice easy movement. Just watch the shoulders aren't shrugging up round your ears. So think of big long dangly earrings on. Keep your earrings off your shoulders. That's great. Good. Okay. Come back and then lie yourself down on the mat, just in the relaxation position. So you're lying on your back, knees bent, head on the mat. So legs just about parallel. Think of letting your back drop down into the floor a moment. Maybe pop your hands onto your tummy. And just think about your breathing a moment. So let's just do some of that. It's called box breathing or square breathing. So you're just going to breathe in as you count to 4. And then you're going to pause as you count to 4. And you're going to breathe out as you count to 4. And you're going to pause again for 4. So you can either think of the breath as you're breathing in, you're going up the side of the box. As you pause, you're going along the top of the box. As you breathe out, you're going down the other side of the box. And as you pause, you're going along the bottom of the box. If 4 feels too long, maybe do 3. If it doesn't feel like you're getting enough breath, do 5. So just going in your own time. So just go again. So just breathe in, right down into your tummy. And then just pause. And then gentle breath out. And pause again. And one more set, just breathing in. And pausing. And breathing out. Lovely. Okay. Good technique to do, if you're having trouble sleeping or if you're feeling stressed or anxious. Okay. Pop your hands underneath your head, elbows right back and wide. Just going to do a little curl up. So tuck in the chin, engage your pelvic floor muscles, curl your head and shoulders up, look down over the top of the knees and release down. So little chin nod, curl up, slide the ribs down and release. Could add in, as you curl the head and shoulders up, straighten out one leg. So your knees are staying sort of level with each other. Imagine a pin going through both knees. So you're pivoting around that. Little chin nod, curl up, straighten the leg. Could pull your toes up towards you, gives you a little bit more stretch through the leg. And going again. Elbows staying right back and wide. You're just using your hands to cradle your head there. So little chin nod, curl up. Little chin nod, curl up. Straight tummy muscle doing the work. Sore necks, don't do too many. Great, okay. Rest your head down, just let the neck release, gently roll your head from one side to the other. And then arms just on the mat beside you. A little bit of a hollow through your lower back. Think about where the hip is. Just fold one leg up and pop it down. And fold the other leg up. So at the moment, that gap between your back and the floor is staying exactly the same. Bending the hip doesn't make your back flatten down into the floor. Those wanting to make that a little bit harder, float one leg up. You might just want to soften your back into the mat. Bring the second leg up, pop the first one down, second one down. So the knees are still staying bent to about a right angle. One up, second one up, first one down, second one down. Other leg off first next time. Think of a couple of those big helium balloons tied onto your big toe. They're just floating that leg up. One leg up, second leg up, first one down, second one down, and going again. One up, second one up, first one down, second one down. One more, one up, other one up, first one down, second one down. Bring them both up, cross the ankles, hold the knees. A little bit of gentle rocking, knees towards your chest. So just rock gently. That's good. Okay, pop your feet down. Feet nice and close into your bottom. We're doing a spine curl. Press into your feet. Curl your bottom up. Little breath at the top. Roll back down again. So one bone at a time coming off the mat. One bone at a time going back down. Lovely exercise. If your back's really sore, sometimes your back doesn't like it particularly, could curl your bottom up. What about taking both arms back over the top of your head? Leave the arms there now. Roll your bottom all the way down. Bring the arms back over. Those who want to, tuck in the chin, lift your head, look down over the top of the knees. Release down. Press into your feet. Peel your back up away from the floor. Both arms floating back over the top of your head. Leave the arms there. Oh, getting cramped in my hamstrings. Leave the arms there. Roll your bottom down. When you're all the way down, bring the arms back, tuck in the chin, lift your head, look down over the knees. Don't need to straighten the leg, it's me getting cramped. One more. Curl up. Try and think of using your bottom rather than the back of the thighs. She says, arms back over the top. Leave the arms there, roll back down. One bone at a time. That's better. Bring the arms over, tuck in the chin, lift your head, look down over the top of the knees. Rest the head down, release the neck again, gently roll your head from one side to the other. Okay, better do a hamstring stretch after that. So grab your band underneath one foot, leg up towards the ceiling, elbows tucked in beside you, toes up towards you. Make sure the knee is really locking out straight, so give those hamstrings a good stretch. Still got that little bit of a hollow through your lower back, so just watch you're not pulling the leg up so far that you flatten your back into the floor. You could turn the foot out a little bit. And you could turn in a little, back into the middle, breath in as you exhale. See if you can ease into that stretch a bit further. Great, let that go, swap legs. So band on the other leg, slide the one you just stretched down flat, toes up, elbows tucked in. Really think of lengthening and letting go along that back of the thigh. Maybe turn the leg out a little bit. So if it's your right foot, think of pointing your toes to 1 o'clock. If it's your left, point them to 11 o'clock. And then maybe just turn that leg in a little. Foot back into the center. Breath in as you exhale. Ease into that stretch a bit further. Great, okay, pop that down and then turn over so you're lying on your tummy. So, forehead on the mat, fingertips touching above the top of your head, elbows on the ground.
So we haven't done this one for a little while. So keep your elbows stuck on the floor, hands and forearms off. It's a nice one for the shoulders. Hands and forearms off and release down. So shoulder blades slide down your back first. Keep the elbows on the floor, hands and forearms off. Just watch you're not really pushing into the mat hard with your head. And release down. So see if you can keep the wrists straight, because quite often what tends to happen is the wrists just go back. So wrists staying in line with your forearm, hands and forearms off. Hold it there. Nice one if you've got sort of shoulder pain. Good one if you're a tennis player. You want to get those cuff muscles really working to support your shoulder. Just going a couple more of those. Lovely. Bring your hands onto the mat beside you. Press into your hands, peel your back up away from the floor. So a little cobra and down. And again, press into the mat, peel up away from the ground and release down. And again, pressing into your hands, coming up. Maybe this time now pop your elbows on the ground. So you're up in sort of a sphinx-like position. So hands on the floor, chin in, tummy just drawing up away from the mat. Just bend one leg up and pop it down and bend the other one up and down. So you get quite a stretch along the front of the thigh. Alternate knee bending. Up here. If your back's sore or irritable, you might want to go right down flat and do this. So just alternate knee bending. Not too hard, don't really flick the leg up. Keep the tummy just gently engaging so that the quads aren't tipping your pelvis forward. That's great. Okay. Hands on the mat. Come up onto hands and knees. Bottom right back to your heels a moment. So just stretch things out the other way. Curl your head right down. Couple of big breaths into the back of the ribs there. And then onto hands and knees. Press the floor away from you. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Maybe just give your bottom a bit of a wriggle from side to side. And you could add in kind of turning your head as well. The bottom just wriggling from side to side. Getting a little bit of sideways bend through the spine. Keep that feeling of really pressing the floor away from you. And then just take your bottom all the way back again. So bottom right back, arms in front, let the head drop. And then onto hands and knees. Press your hands into the floor. Chin tucking in. Draw your tummy up away from the mat. Take one arm out in front. And pop it down. Really smooth as you switch hands. Take the other one out in front. And down. It's a nice exercise for the exercise is really the arm that's working is the one that's staying on the mat. Yeah, you're getting a lot of weight going straight down through those long arm bones. Shoulder, wrist and elbow are all having to do a little bit of supporting. Don't worry if you're not lifting very high. Just going a couple more. Then put your right hand on the edge of the mat, right hand on the right edge of the mat, left hand on top of it, bottom straight back to your heels. So you're getting a little bit more stretch through that left shoulder. and come up. Left hand onto the left edge, right hand on top of it, bottom straight back. Bit more stretch through the right shoulder this time. Breathe while you're there. Lovely. Okay, come back down onto your tummy. Tuck the toes underneath. So head resting on your hands, shoulders relaxed, toes tucked under, press the back of your knees towards the ceiling. And release. So quite good for your big toes, really gets them bending up, which they have to be able to do to walk normally. Front of the thighs working, good one if you've got knee pain, you want to be really getting those knees completely straight. Those who want to make it harder, press the knees back, take one leg off the floor, just a little bit higher, not too much, pop it down, maybe take the other one off, pop that down, relax the knees. So press back towards the ceiling, shoulders staying soft, one leg up, pop it down, other leg up, pop that down, relax the knees. And again, press back, one leg off, and down, other one off, and down, and relax. And one more, press back, one up, other one up, down, relax. Pop the feet right down flat, wriggle your bottom from side to side, a little bit of gentle bottom wriggling. Just loosen things off, and then come back over onto your back, grab your brick as you go. So knees bent, feet down flat, curl your bottom up, slide the block underneath your bottom. So remember, it's not going under your back, it should be a nice flat place to put it under your bottom. Legs down one at a time, fingers linked, palms to the roof, arms back over the top of your head. Breathe down into your tummy. So let the legs really flop. Try a little bit of the box breathing again if you wanted to. Breathing in for 4, pausing for 4, breathing out for 4, pausing for 4. Okay, that's lovely. Bring the arms down, slide one leg up, slide the other one up, press into your feet, ease your bottom off the brick, pop the brick to one side, gather up the legs, ankles crossed, hold the knees, gentle, gentle rocking. So you're not pulling your knees to your chest, you're just rocking, nice and smooth. Aim to do about half a minute or 30 rocks or so. Great, okay, and then pop your hands underneath your head, or if you know you're tempted to pull on your head and neck, maybe put your hands on your forehead instead, and you're just going to curl your knees to your chest and down. So it's the lower tummy working this time. If you don't like that exercise, you could uncross your legs, flatten your back into the mat, keep your heel in close to your bottom, touch one heel down and then touch the other one down. So your legs are sort of passing in midair, one up, one down. Back flat into the floor if you're doing that one, or you're curling. See if you can do it smoothly. That's great. Okay, hold the knees again. Maybe just try a little bit of gentle sort of rocking from side to side. Don't go too far so you don't fall right over. Rock from side to side. And then pull one knee right up to your chest. Slide the other leg right down flat. Circle both feet clockwise. So big circles with your feet and ankles. Don't worry about clicking, punching. So you're sort of getting as much hip bend on one leg as you can and almost as much straightening on the other one as you can. Okay, bring the leg that's down back up first. Swap your hands over, pull that knee right into your chest as far as it'll go. Slide the other leg right down flat, anti-clockwise circles with your feet and ankles. Lovely. Okay, keep hold of that leg, maybe hold behind the thigh, tuck the chin in, gently roll up into sitting, or if you prefer, turn onto your side and come up that way. If you're a bit stiff through your back and hips, you might be better sitting up on your brick. Otherwise, sit on the floor, soles of the feet together. Really lengthen up through the spine, you're right up on your sitting bones, let the knees drop. So inner thigh stretch. Gentle breathing again down into the tummy. Imagine that little halo above the back of your head. You're just gently stretching up into that. And then slowly come up into standing. Block. So legs about sort of mat width apart if you can. Turn your left foot to the front, right foot still pointing forwards. Reach your arms out. Stretch your fingers to the wall, so stretch your left fingers to the wall, and then take your right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Left hand down onto that left leg. So onto your knee or onto your shin, wherever you can reach. Think about the right arm really coming up and over. So big stretch down the right side. Couple of breaths there. And then come back up. Swivel the feet. So left foot pointing forward, right foot pointing out sideways. Really lengthen through the fingers. Reach your right fingers to the wall. Right hand down onto your leg. Left hand going right up towards the ceiling. And then if you can, over towards your ear. Keep your bottom tucked in. So just watch your bottom isn't starting to stick out behind you. Nice stretch down that left side now. And all the way back up. Bring the legs back in, swivel them back in, shrug the shoulders up to your ears, and let them go. And again, shrug up and release. There we are. Thanks so much for joining me again. See you again soon. Bye-bye.